Hello and welcome to a new series that I'm going to call Time for That. Yes, that's right. In this series, I'm going to try out random games, generally playing the first 15-20 minutes probably of the game, trying it out, and then I'm going to decide if I have time for this game or not this game. But obviously, if you know what game I'm playing at the moment, you'll realize that I have had time for this game, so that point is mute. However, I was gonna do video on this before, but I got so sucked into it and played it a lot that time kind of went by, so I'm just now getting to the point of making a video of this game. And what is this game, you ask? Well, it is World War II Fighter Plane Online Simulator 2013. And of course, that is not what it's called. If you can see up here, it's called War Thunder. War Thunder is a Russian-made game. Basically, it is what I said previously. Yeah, you got World War II planes, like you see on the screen now, of about 5 different countries, and I'll get to that in a sec, but you fly around, just shoot each other, try to win. That's about what's going on so far. So I'm just going to go over the menu. Like, this is, when you log in, this is exactly what you see on the screen here. And if we take a look at the bottom, you can see I have a number of different planes unlocked. You can go ahead and select it. Now, I am currently doing American planes, and you can see I'm rank 5. So I have, a number of different planes that I can fly in battle. Now, we will do a battle, but basically the planes mean there's different slots. Let me go to a country that I haven't done. So if we go to like Great Britain, British here, you can see we only start with 3 planes, and they're biplane. They're like, what is this doing in World War II? This is like World War I crap here. But yeah, so you pretty much start out, and it's okay balanced. I mean, you jump in this game, and you might be with some higher level planes, but so far it's all right. You'll do okay enough to level up. So, because you have people there helping, and you won't have that much trouble. So you start out with 3, and then you can buy more crew. As you can see, first crew's like 10,000 lions. Lions is their in-game currency that you get for winning matches or playing matches. You don't need to win necessarily, but when you play matches and finish, you'll get lions. Everything in game costs lions, pretty much. There are some specialty things called golden eagles. As you can see in the top right, I have a bunch of lions, and I also have some golden eagles, which is premium currency. I think everyone starts out with like 250, and you can only get these through purchasing through the shop, gold. You can buy other stuff and convert XP and stuff. It may seem pay to win, but in a way it kind of is. But it's not too unbalanced. I mean, you might jump into a game and get totally screwed, and then you're like, oh, this game is pay to win. But then you'll jump into another game where you just obliterate everyone. It just depends. So, if you pick a country, and I'll go back to the US here. I have also German was the first one I did. As you can see, I have 6 slots unlocked, I think. Yeah. So you start with 3, and then you buy 2 more for currency. You buy one for 10,000, then you buy the next for 50,000, I think. And then the 6th slot and the 7th need these golden eagles. This one's only 200. As you could see when I went to the Germans, 200 golden eagles. And I purchased that. And at these tabs at the bottom, they're not implemented yet, but I think when you get in a match, you'll see sometimes there's boats and stuff, and also there's ground units like tanks and AA guns and stuff. And I believe they're going to implement people being able to take over those in the future. But for right now, it's just planes. So, going over the menu, there's a lot here. Everything you do is through here. There's no other, whatever. So if we go back to the Americans and you click on the Research tab, this is all your planes. And as you can see, red planes are locked planes. It means you can't buy them no matter what. and you have to buy the precursor one. So if I wanted to buy this one, I'd have to buy this one first. But I can't buy this because they also have level limits. See, I need to be level 6 to buy this plane. And some of them might have, like, they kind of look like folders. If you can see, there's like multiple lines here, and you click on that and it'll bring up more planes. So it's like the same plane, just different versions of the plane. And these are reserved. That means these are the starter planes for Americans. You start out with these, and of course you can get rank 0, which means you can buy these at starter as well. And there's some premium planes over here. They each have their ups and downs, I guess. As you can see, if you hover over, you get all the information. You know, speed, we got just at the bottom right, we have like what kind of weapons they have. And then you can also click on the weapons tab. If you click on something, a plane, you get these tabs at the top. So if you click it, you can get the weapons, and you can see different weapons. Let me choose one that has different weapons for you to actually buy here. I know Bomber does, I think. Yeah. See, so you get the weapons that you can buy. Some of these are red, but you'll have to unlock things. So as you fly a plane and kill people and do objectives and get XP on your plane, as you can see up here, your plane actually gains XP, right? So once you get enough XP, you can get these different modifications, and they get some of these super bombs, like 2,000-pound bombs. Like, those are huge. Like 500-pound bomb explosions are really huge in game. Think about what a 2,000-pound. I have not yet seen one of those, but it requires like an LBC pylon, right? To get an LBC, you need 390,000 experience on this plane alone. So yeah, it's kind of a lot of experience. But if you like a plane, you could play it over and over and over, gain experience, get different modifications for the different planes as well. And also, you can try any plane out. I mean, they have this thing called... Oh, maybe you can't anymore, actually. No, actually, you have to... Okay. Well, I guess they don't. They used to have it so you could test... Oh, well, I guess some of them. Yeah, see, okay, there's a test flight button, right? So I could go and test flight. But maybe they changed it so I can only test flight planes I can have now. That's what it looks like. So, next what I just said. Obviously you can't test flight any plane anymore, but you can view them. So if you want to take a look at the best plane ever, you can go to the hangar and view what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Such a beauty of a plane. So you can't fly them anymore, but you can still view them. Now, also, each one of these spots counts as a crew spot, and that's kind of important because you can change any plane around, but your crew will stay the same. And if we click on this, let me close this. What was it called again? View crew button. It brings up the menu, and you can see your crew also levels up depending on how much you use that plane in that slot. And you'll get XP. Your crew will level up. Obviously, if you're doing a fighter, you want to go on the pilot. Right now, I believe G tolerance is the G-forces you feel in the plane, and you will feel it because if you pull a sharp turn, you will start blacking out in game, and it's pretty neat. So there's just a bunch of different things you can level up. You'll get random amounts of points. I'm not sure exactly how the points work, but each time you level something up, it'll increase your crew level, and then once you get to a certain level of crew, I think here, yeah, like 100. Then you can level up something. I'm not sure. I think, because I had one of the pea shooters in the slot. And I guess different levels on how they control the aircraft, and it's like elite crew. So yeah, you can go and do that. But you gotta be careful how you level it up, because you might level up a fighter with G-tolerance because you're moving at fast speeds and turning rapidly, but you wouldn't really need G-tolerance for a bomber, right? So if you go to the bomber, for bombers you might want reload speed. That's what I've been putting this bomber in. Right now I'm saving up for gunners because they do have gunners on here. As you can see, it has 4 turrets, and so, you know, if I have, the more gunners I'll have, the more experienced gunners I'll have, the better they'll shoot at planes. I can control the turrets. I'll show you in a bit. I'll kind of show you a couple of these planes. But yeah, so all these matter somehow. So let's see, what else do we have on the field here? Well, you can change aircraft, so you can click the change aircraft, and any of the planes you've researched and have, you can be able to pick and choose what you want on there. You also have kind of messages up here, just kind of a detail of what you get, like any achievements you get. Economics is like how much money you're getting. So if you win, you earn more than if you lose. And just a recap of different battles and stuff, or you can just view them all. Chat, there's a chat, kind of like a global chat. If you get invited to a squad, which is like friends list, you can like right click, invite the squad. The squad thing needs to be reworked, I think, because if someone invites you into a squad, it just kind of pops up in chat and you need to click it in chat. And people are talking all the time, so it'll go up to the top. And obviously people aren't too nice in chat, so I usually don't pay attention to that, just squad chat normally. Let's see what else. Oh, you get medals. Medals are just kind of like achievements, I guess. I got some medals here, like, you know, players killed and missions won and stuff, and then there's challenges and skins. Skins just depend on how to make your plane look. As you can see, this is a different plane. If I go to the hangar of this plane, there's a paint tab here. So these are the ones I've unlocked. So they'll just make the plane look differently. See? I actually like this one. And then if you double click it, you can get decal slots. Now, you can only put 2 decals on here. 2 and 3, or 3 and 4 need a premium account. So, yeah, and I cancel out and it brought me back. But still some bugs. It is an open beta. I think they're claiming it to be. And you can go to their website, which I'll have a link in the description. You can download it, play for free. It's pretty fun. So without further ado, I'm going to go and click to battle using the Americans. Here you can change what you want to be. This is just in arcade mode, so you can be whatever. If we did like a historical battle, now it's German versus Britain. A couple days ago it was like American versus Russia, so I imagine it switches out every now and then. I'm not seeing any way how to change it. Yeah. And then full real battles, which not many people play. They're like full-on realistic battles that I imagine are quite hard. Historical battles is pretty much like a battle that happened, and it's very historical. Your plane has so much ammo, you run out of ammo, you can't reload. In arcade mode, your guns will go through a reload cycle, and it will reload your plane. In a historical battle, you have to go all the way back to your airport, land, wait 30 seconds or whatever for it to repair, and then it will repair and it will rearm your and refuel and your plane, and then you can take off again. That takes long. So historical battles, if you don't die, they take a really long time. Arcade battles are pretty fast. You know, they can range from like 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I think there's a time limit of 30 minutes a match on there in case you really get dragged out, but usually they're pretty fast, and this is what most people play. Fastest waiting time. So let's go and join an arcade battle. I'm not going to show you a whole battle. I'll start out and I'll kind of show you how things work, and then I'll play and show you kind of just random gameplay. Okay, so finished loading. We are in the basically character select screen, I guess I'll call it. Basically, you can start out with anyone you want. You have objectives, bombers, whatever. You have this is Domination map. So Domination is there's a couple airports, and you have to capture them at different rates. Usually, each person's closest to one. So like blue will get A and red will get B. Then you fight over them, and all that good stuff. Just kind of like capture the flag, but you have to capture the airport. So you can pick any plane. I'm gonna pick the Buffalo. You can see F2A1 Buffalo. Pretty good plane. Might get some kills, might not. We'll see. Here you can pick different weapons. Let me show you, like, for example, Catalina, if you pick this, if you unlock weapons in that one slot that I told you before, they'll be available here. So, you know, if it's a water map, which this one isn't, that has boats, I could go torpedo and then go sink their boats. Or if it was an objective map, which this one isn't, I could go bombers. So I won't go bomber this round, because there's not really anything to bomb. So for now I'll stick here. You can change different camouflage, like you saw before, and that you can change camouflage on the fly here. And then targeting distance, just kind of how far away you want things to get targeted. You'll see that as well. Bomb activation time and fuel amount, I don't think these matter because this is arcade, so you get like unlimited fuel and stuff like that. So let's pick the Buffalo and jump in and see what we got. As you can see the time up here, I think it's 30 minutes. So you start out on the side, different things. If I move on my mouse, I have mouse configs that moves the plane. I can also do W, A, S, and D, and it moves it around kind of like this. Q and E, turn it like this. But I use mouse movements. It seems more fluid and nice. Sometimes I do mouse N keyboard. If you press C, you can look all around the plane. It's nice, you can see where different planes are. And I believe that is a jet, I think. I don't want to get anywhere close to that guy. See how fast he's moving? Planes will be at different distances. You won't be able to see super far. You'll be able to see like these planes close by. See if there's any planes. We'll just kind of get into the battle here. And if you middle mouse click, for example, on that, you can see it kind of highlighted it in black. Once you get close enough, within about 700 meters or 0.7 km, you'll see a black circle in front of it. And let's try to find someone who's not too... All these planes are... That's a jet up there too. It's supposed to be like a jet match I got into. Probably one where I'm going to die a lot. A very lot. And that's not good. So if I middle mouse on this guy and it'll select them. Or wait, let's go after this guy. There we go. See that black circle right there? It's like the lead. You basically want to aim at that spot, and you'll get your bullets to hit. The way so you don't have to kind of guess where to leave. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Your bullets do have kind of a spread. It's not exactly going to be on that point. And some of these planes are pretty tanky. They'll take a lot of hits. Sometimes you'll get critical hits. And as you can see, I'm not shooting anymore because my gun is reloading. As you can see in the top left, the MG is counting down, and it reloads. It takes about 30 seconds, I believe, for that thing to reload. I got a plane on my tail, so I'm trying to lose him as best as I can. There he is. Sometimes it untargets me. And I believe this is a bomber or a fighter, and he has a tail gunner. So you got to be careful depending on what planes. Once you play this a while, you'll get an idea of what kind of planes you're up against. And my tail just got shot off. So I will auto eject, or I can just hold J, and it will go faster, and it'll eject out of my airplane. You don't have to. Sometimes you crash, sometimes you don't. Just, whatever. I suppose I will... I wanted to show you the bomber. I'll show you the bomber. I'll probably die, but whatever. So this is the bomber. As you can see, pretty big plane. And as you can see in the front of my nose there's a gun sticking out. There's two on the side here. The waist gunners on each side. And there's one under the tail. can see the little gun sticking out. So fly around, pretty slow at turning and stuff. At the top there's a bomb indicator. I have 16 bombs, and what I can do is press space and you'll see a bomb will drop. If I keep hitting space, more bombs will drop. And on the ground you have this little crosshair. If you can see it through the plane, it's kind of hard to see on the ground, especially this map, but if there's like a stationary object or something and it hits the middle of that crosshair and you drop a bomb, you're pretty much guaranteed to hit it. If you cycle through the views as well, which is pressing V, you can see we got like the turret selection. You can take control of your turrets, and if there's any plane following or whatever, your gunners will shoot, but you can also take control of the turrets and shoot. Obviously, when it turns black, the reticule turns black, that's a dead zone, and you won't be able to shoot anything there because you have no turrets looking that way. You turn to the front, you have the front turret as well. So sometimes they're pretty handy, sometimes people will get directly behind you where you can't hit them or shoot them, so that's bad. Press V again, you get the bomb sight. It's better, you can press Z to zoom in. If you target a ground object, it'll show up red, and it'll target just like I showed you before. Right when it gets to the middle of that, press space, drop a bomb, then it'll go directly there. Just to help you, this is a virtual cockpit. Just kind of, you see nothing, you see no planes. I don't ever use this. I don't know if anyone ever does. It's kind of, it's the best. As you can see, we're getting shot now by a jet. Silly jet. I'm just gonna follow him because I think he's too fast. But I don't really care about dying because I'm just showing you guys what this is about. I will show you some actual gameplay after this. Some replays, because you can save your matches as replays. So we can go down. Also, one thing I didn't mention about bombs is if you press and hold space, you can pretty much follow your bomb. Now I see no reason to do that, but whatever. So our guy's auto-ejected and we're brought back to this plane screen. As you can see, we can't choose those planes anymore, and that's why you have all these different planes. Because you choose one, you die, you have to pick a new plane. Once you're out of planes, you're done. You can just leave the match, and if you'll get your points, so you don't have to stay there and watch other people fight. So I think that is it for this so far. When I wrap up here and after, I'll show you some replays, because when the match is over, you can save a replay, and I'll show you some of that. See how show you how real fighting works, because it's kind of hard to fight and talk, and you're not guaranteed to get any good shots or anything. So as far as War Thunder goes, I think this game is. I have time for that. I do have time for that. I've had time for it. Even though I didn't want to have time for it, I was thinking, maybe have time for it. But no, so far, I've had time for it. I do have breaks. It might turn into one of those games where, I'll get so far and I'll get kind of sick of it, and then I'll play it every once in a while. But I think my rating on this game right now is I have time for that. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope, this was a good first episode, and this is a great game. You should definitely check it out. It is free, so, there's no point in not checking it out. So, go ahead and check it out, and check out my footage at the end. I have some great scenes. Oh, as you can see, we have one, I guess, as I've been sitting here talking. Here's the score screen. You got the deaths, how many ground kills you have, how many airplane kills you have, and your overall score. You can go ahead and save replay if you want, or not. You don't have to. See everyone's score. Click next. Then it'll give you kind of a breakdown of where you got your money from, or you got your XP from. And then it rubs it in your face, and it says, if you had a premium account, you'd receive this much. Like double everything you have. And it's like, oh, thanks. Maybe I should get a premium account. They'll have double. But, whatever. So you also do get level for your country you're playing, and also a game level. I'm not sure what the difference is. I'm not sure what this does actually. I don't know if they haven't implemented it or what, but so far it does nothing. Maybe it has something to do with matchmaking, I don't know. But anyways, thanks again everyone for watching. Definitely try this game out. It is I have time for that game, so that's good. Name of the series. So I will continue to try to continue the series every Friday or weekend-ish. When I get around to it, I'll try a new game. Normally it will be I'll just try it out for the first time I'm playing it, and not actually, you know, a week after I've been playing it. So, yep. Make sure to stick around. Check out the gameplay of me dying and getting some kills coming up right after this. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Goodbye!